We continue to talk about what cross-platform games are and why they're cool, as well as advise on a few quality and popular projects of different genres available on multiple platforms at once. Dead by Daylight, the popular asymmetric horror game in which one player plays the role of a ruthless killer and the rest try on the image of his victims, allows users from PC and consoles to unite in joint multiplayer races. Dead by Daylight's gameplay does not favor players on any platform, so both powerful PC and Nintendo Switch users will feel comfortable in a single match. Star Wars Squadrons. This multiplayer action game based on the Star Wars universe pits space fighter pilots from different platforms against each other. Moreover, the game supports virtual reality helmets, so you can fully immerse yourself in the gameplay, competing with users who do not have a VR device.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
Worms Rumble. The new game in the Worms series has slightly changed the concept. Now it is a pseudo three-dimensional real-time action game with a large choice of weapons, a royal battle mode, and no destructibility. Worms Rumble is available on PC and current consoles, and owners of all platforms are free to play with each other. Minecraft Dungeons is a fun game for the whole family. You have to destroy cubic opponents in a cubic world. And it doesn't matter if you're playing on PC or console. The game world is open to absolutely everyone. The last part of Need for Speed series sends players to an open world where they will have to do the usual things for the franchise: to race through the streets, escape from the police, tuning their sports cars, to challenge opponents. The project supports cross-play between MS and consoles, but with a number of restrictions. For example, to join a team can users of the same platform.
Is our escape.
No Man's Sky is a large-scale game about space exploration. Quite empty at the start, it is now full of content and exciting activities, and players can team up for joint adventures, traveling, building, surviving, and trading on all platforms where this project is available.
The Fractal update allows players to explore the universe with a new perspective. More will follow.
Operation Tango is a puzzle game for two, where one player takes on the role of a secret agent and the other becomes a hacker, which removes obstacles in the way of the first. To complete tasks, players must show coordinated teamwork. Here you can't do without good voice communication and joint brainstorming.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
Forza Horizon 5, perhaps the best racing arcade game to date, allows players on MS and Xbox consoles to race in fun races on the roads and fields of England. This is not just a multiplayer game, but a full-fledged MMO with many activities, a car auction, and even a battle royal mode.
We are the future. We are the future. We're not going anywhere.
Outriders. Dynamic shooter with cross-platform co-op will send you to a distant planet, where you will take part in amazing adventures, master the mighty forces of heroes, and fight dangerous opponents. It's a rather inconsistent project that boasts cool shooting, but is also capable of disappointing weak balance, and network code issues. Borderlands 3. Popular cooperative first-person shooter acquired cross-platform multiplayer only in the summer of 2021, and it is not available on all platforms. PlayStation console users were left out. However, now is the best time to join the Borderlands 3 matches, because since the release date, the developers released a lot of add-ons and improved the game with content. Grounded, a fun survival simulation about children who had shrunk to the size of a bug, becomes much more interesting when you play in co-op. You will be able to craft weapons, build shelters, mine resources, and fight with terrible spiders. The game supports the creation of cooperative matches between users of PC and Xbox consoles.
Go home.
Knockout City, a fun online dodgeball game, invites players to throw the ball and knock out their opponents in dynamic matches. Knockout City features several modes, numerous maps, and extensive character customization options, all of which can be played together by PC users and all current consoles. The project is available for free until level 25.
Up and show me what you got. I'll be watching.
The Sea of Thieves Pirate Simulator takes players on a treasure hunt in a picturesque fictional region inspired by pirate legends. You can fight skeletons, meet Kraken, and even have adventures with Jack Sparrow himself. And support for crossplay on PC and Xbox consoles blurs any boundaries between players. Brawlhalla is a fun online action game in which players smash each other selfishly, trying to push each other off the platform. Available for free, it has simple mechanics, a wide variety of characters, and regular updates, including the addition of guest fighters. It's also playable on all platforms. Final Fantasy XV is an action JRPG with cross-platform multiplayer, available on PS4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows PC. Like the other Final titles, its plot is loosely related to the rest of the series, and the entire gameplay of this game is reoriented towards dynamic action, in which the player does not control the whole party, but a single person. In general, only the title and the general stylistics are left of Final Fantasy. It seems that even the developers were not ready for such significant changes, because we had to wait for the game's release for the 10 years. But as a result, we got a huge open world, dynamic action instead of half-an-hour scenes, and 4 characters that you really empathize with. Smite is one of the few cross-platform MOBA games with a rather unusual setting. After all, not just heroes are fighting here, but real gods, moreover, borrowed from different historical cultures. In the game, there are more than 100 gods belonging to Greek, Egyptian, Roman, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Scandinavian, Indian, and Celtic pantheons, an important difference between the game and many other Dota killers. The camera here is not hanging over the arena, but is attached to the game character. This gives a greater effect of presence and increases the challenge, because the situation in other parts of the field can only be judged by the minimap. DC Universe Online is DC Comics' asymmetrical answer to Marvel's total domination of cinemas. Out from under the pen of Sony Amour P, turned out to be surprisingly solid and dynamic for a game in the franchise. Local combat gives a head start on many clones of WoW, and the opportunity to measure their strength with Joker, Bane, and Flash instead of another Dragon and Lich will please the most demanding critics. The only thing that spoil the game is the low level of difficulty and primitive FedEx quests. But if you've always wanted to run through the streets of Gotham and fly between the skyscrapers of Metropolis, DC Universe Online is your choice. Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, is an online collectible card game with cross-platform multiplayer set in the world of Warcraft. Blizzard rarely throws money around, but in this case, even it hardly expected such a resounding success. Since its release, Hearthstone has regularly made lists of the best online games, collected prestigious gaming awards, and attracted thousands of spectators to tournaments. And not without reason, because familiar characters, perfected balance, simple and transparent game mechanics, dynamic battles, and the ability to hammer on almost any PC or smartphone are waiting for us here. Street Fighter V, teeth-grinding fighting game, which can measure the forces as the players on the PC and the lucky owners of PS4. In the game, in addition to the old acquaintances like M. Bison and Ryu, we are waiting for a few colorful new characters such as Poison Lover Feng and friendly Arab technophile Rashid, slightly redesigned and gameplay to the usual energy scale, which gives access to special techniques, and the scale of stuns added a special V gauge, growing from the damage received and the use of special attacks. Completing the V gauge gives access to powerful bonuses and skills that can turn the course of battle, and sometimes the enemy's body, upside down. Predator, Hunting Grounds. In this asymmetrical multiplayer action game, you'll find a spectacular battle between heavily armed infantrymen and a deadly predator, an alien from another planet who decided to hunt the natives. The battle will be hot, because on the side of humans, the numerical superiority and firepower, and their opponent relies on high-tech gadgets. Predator Hunting Grounds is available on PC and PS4. Curiously, both versions are published by Sony Interactive Entertainment Division, which previously released games only for PlayStation consoles. Paladins, a popular online shooter reminiscent of Overwatch, but free, unlike Blizzard's brainchild, offers gamers to fight in online modes using the abilities of unique heroes. Due to the low system requirements, the game runs great on any calculator, and even on basic consoles gives a stable 60 FPS. Of course, PC and console owners are free to play each other in cross-platform matches. Teamfight Tactics is a relatively new genre of auto chess. Players assemble teams of champions and fight on a caged field. It is a mechanically deep game with a huge number of combat strategies. Teamfight Tactics is playable on PC and mobile devices, with cross-play support, of course. Gears 5. The sequel to the Gears of War series reveals details of the universe that have been kept secret for years, since Gears of War 2. The campaign can be completed in threes, and in competitive multiplayer matches meet up to 10 players. And there is absolutely no difference what platform they play on, MS or Xbox One. Dauntless is the budget version of Monster Hunter World. The game is available for free, but contains no less interesting content than its premium friend from Capcom. You'll have to hunt down monsters of all kinds and fight them using their weaknesses, all for the sake of valuable resources that can be used to create armor and weapons suitable for hunting even more powerful monsters, and so on to infinity. A great way to have fun with friends.
Evolving. And so we forge new bonds. Together. One hunt at a time. Live on the edge of every moment.
If your favorite game is not included in this list, write in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please read the description for more details. If you enjoyed the video, please support the channel with a super thanks. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to watch more.